All right, Shalom Boys here. Busy focusing on year-end goals. And, it's a beautiful thing when you're focused, which a lot of people have a challenge with today. Focusing on an objective to achieve an end result. That's what I've been doing. And I love hitting goals. I've always considered myself to be a goal hitter. And will continue to be a goal hitter. But the idea is that you have to be focused and you have to have a certain mind frame, a certain thought process, and a certain level of consistency in order to achieve one's goals and aspirations. But actually, this is not what the video is about. This is about these guys, Little Mo, Ron G, I don't know what the hell their names are. Some guy or some rapper gets killed in Memphis. I've been to Memphis. And it's pretty much a shithole just like any other major city today. And I know a couple of people who either live in Memphis or move back to Memphis. And we say over and over again, get out the cities. Now, I can understand the Gentiles, but the people who claim to be Israel, they steep up in there and they love these cities. But when you look at what's going on in the city, this guy that just now got killed, I forgot, what the hell is his name? I just don't keep up with the younger generations. I'm in my early 40s now, but I don't keep up with the younger generation music. I mean, I hear it from time to time, but it all seems to be very much deplorable music. Degrading women, degrading brothers, shooting, killing, black on black crime. That's all drug selling. That seems to be what it all promotes, with a nice smooth lyric or a nice smooth song to it. Gone are the days of people like KRS-One or even Nas. We went from Nas to Nas X, where all they do is promote Satanism. It's all in your face now. And these cats, they're dying at a phenomenal rate. They're getting gunned down in these streets. And truth be told, I have no remorse. I have no feelings that go out. Because when you live your life in such a way where you promote gang violence, where you promote the killing of your own people, when you denigrate women in your own community, that stuff comes back to you, your own so-called community. That stuff comes back to you. And all this is reaping and sowing. See, we all reap and sow in our lives. And it comes back to bite us in different ways. It's happened to me personally. And all it was is reaping and sowing. Sowing and reaping. And it comes back to you in a magnitude, or it comes back to you in a way in which you dished it out. So the idea is that if you promote gun violence and you promote drugs and gangsterism and all of this stuff, that's what's going to happen. This is what you're going to get. This is the end result of it. Look at our women. I see a woman. She's calling herself Jolly Rancher, Tootsie Roll or something. I mean, orange hair, green eyes. I mean, it's just so far-fetched today that I even have a hard time looking at it. But this is what our culture has become. That's named Young Dolph. This is what it has become. This is the representation of the black community. Think about how our people are perceived. Lizzo, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, Young Dolph, G's, all of these entertainers that represent the lowest quality of man that you can possibly come up with. And the only reason why we worship them is because they got money and they made millions and billions of dollars off of selling out their own people. These people don't represent me. I detest what they stand for. I believe they should all be exterminated. And I know it's a harsh thing for people to say, because everybody has the chance to repent. Everybody has a chance to change their lives. And I know people that has been in the street to change their life, and it's good. But if you don't want to change your life and that's what you're going to live and that's what you're going to do, you're going to have to deal with the repercussions of it. This is the image of Black America today. It's not of aspiring carpenters or aspiring lawyers or dentists or doctors or Black men, business owners building up their community. It's Bonquishas and Pookies and Ray Rays. It's the Lizzos. It's the Meg Thee Stallions. It's the Nicki Minaj's. It's the Brittany Renere's. It's the Lil Nas X's. This is what represents Black culture today. And you see why Black people are at the bottom of the totem pole. I mean, you know, we bring over and over, or we bring up the fact over and over again, is that Black on Black crime is the largest killer of Black people when it comes to crime related. It's not the police officers. You know, it's a sad truth, but it is the truth that, you know, numbers don't lie. I'm more concerned about a Pookie and Ray Ray being around that cat than I am against a white police officer. It's a damn shame that, no, I don't go into the hoods or any hood types environments. I stay totally out of it because I know what's there. I know what it breeds. We have a serious problem of Pookies and Ray Rays, Bonquishas, Tatianas, and a lot of these people, they're not going to change. They need to. They belong in Auschwitz somewhere, and that's where we've gotten. Now, a lot of people are not going to like what I'm saying. You know why? Because a lot of people have brothers, sisters, cousins, nieces, nephews that are Bonquishas and Pookies and Ray Rays. You know, I was looking on Facebook, and you know, of course, I got Pookies in my own family. I got nephews that are Pookies. I got cousins that are Pookies. Done absolutely nothing with their lives. Being shot up, selling drugs, smoking weed all day, laying up. This is what they do. And that includes them also, because see, once you give somebody an opportunity to change and they don't want to change, then they have to deal with the repercussions of the choices and decisions that they've made. The only thing that's sad is that more of these people are not dropping dead like flies, because see, this is what these young, you know what I mean? I'll just say an event. And they were playing this Pookie and Ray Ray music. And you could just tell the spirit on these people. Listen, and then you hear the lyrics. Shoot the bitch. Get the hose. Shoot the nigga. All this stuff. This is how they talk. This is what they promote. Bitches and hoes. Sell them drugs. This is what they do. This is how they live. And again, the problem is that this is the representation, and it's self fulfilling. Like, it's just this loop that goes on and again, and this loop is going worse. We don't need the KK anymore. Black people doing a good job of destroying and denigrating and degrading our people ourselves. This is why you see the women all jacked up, single family homes, because they've had babies by these people. What do you think these children are going to grow up to be? You think these children are going to grow up to be productive members of society? Biggie Smalls, Tupac, criminals at the end of the day. Sure, did they do some good music where you can pump and this, that, and the third to it? But yeah. But at the end of the day, their lives was nothing. And they're all living in a burning hell right now. You mean to tell me that these people, no, because see, we think that we'll have time tomorrow. We have time to get it right tomorrow. We have time to change our lives. No, tomorrow is promised to no one. All this compassion about, we should be compassionate with these, and we need to stop. And, these people get up on Facebook and YouTube, and we need to have more love in the black community. No, you know what we need? We need good old-fashioned Auschwitz. That's what we need, because this ain't going to change. And if these people are not given a cold, stone-hard ultimatum, like the Muslims did, they won and they conquer land, it's either you going to convert to Islam or die. It's either you going to stop promoting the killing of our the killing of our brothers, or and the degrading of our sisters, call them all types of bitches and hoes. And the funny thing, the sad thing about it is they love it. They love it. I mean, is it not sad? You tell these folks, listen here, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to put a bullet in your head. See, that's the point that we're at. Because it ain't going to stop unless drastic measures are taken. Now, I firmly believe that hyperinflation and a grid down situation is going to cleanse a lot of these challenges that we're having. Because it has to stop. It literally has to stop, because this is the influence. And this is why, I'm big on homeschooling and making sure the children are in a peaceful environment where they can homeschool. This is what these children are listening to. And then you have your children going to these public food systems and listening to this stuff. And I'm telling you, it's sad. What do you think they're picking it up from? Nurturing environments are what we need. And if you don't have children in nurturing environments, they're going to grow up to be exactly like this. The situation is so out of control, it ain't funny. The infant mortality rates, the marriage rates, the divorce rates, the incarceration rates of our children. Again, what is the solution? I mean, we look at the solution and nobody wants to do it. Everybody wants to think that they're going to do something that's outside of the scope of what the scriptures say, how we should be raising our families and how we should be raising our sons and our daughters. But it seems as though people say, well, you know what? I know what it says, but the hell with it. I'm going to do it my way. See, you got to understand that people really don't care about the truth. They care about how they feel. They don't care about order and instruction. They care about how they feel. And that's what dictates their choices and decisions in life. Bonquishas and Pookies and Ray Rays, I tell you, man, they all got to go. They all got to go, because it's creating this cycle where it's just literally destroying the people and destroying a society. One story I didn't hear is of a good brother that was married, and his bonquisha ratchet girlfriend killed him. And he looked like he was just trying to hold his family together. I'll probably put the link in there, but nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about all of the good brothers that are experiencing these kinds of things. That doesn't get national attention. But what does get national attention is some piece of shit crap, human garbage, Dolph, that everybody's mourning, that everybody's pouring their hearts out to. Him and men like him are trash. Nothing but trash that belong in the trash, literally. Shot and thrown in the trash can. Now, again, this is what, I saw a couple of videos, ass shaking, gun waving, drugs, and hey, this is what you want. This is the life that you choose. Oh, you can't do that. Listen here, I'm from Fort Greene Farragut Project in New York. You can choose a different life. You don't have to be a drug dealer. You don't have to be a Pookie and Ray Ray. Because, see, at the end of the day, you know what? I'm not out here making millions of dollars, degrading my brothers and my sisters, but I provide for my family. I'm safe. I get to eat good, clean food, drink good, clean water. It's not the sexiest life that one could live, because, see, people like the glamour. You see, I'm not the type of person that sits and talks to people as if I'm trying to garner favor with people. I've said it once 1,000 times. I can really give a shit less what people think about me, especially when I look at the manner of their lifestyles, what they haven't accomplished, the work that they are not putting in. It's a joke. It means nothing to me, but, it's amazing. People could get up here and they can have millions of dollars. You can buy a bulletproof vest that stops rifles, that is nice and concealable, that you couldn't even tell that a person had on a bulletproof vest. I know, because I got one on right now. People can't tell that I got a bulletproof vest on, let alone that'll stop rifle armor. That'll stop rifle, armor-piercing rifle shots. If you're going to be a Pookie and a Ray Ray and a Bonquisha, go ahead and do that if you're going to be in the city and messing around. But, again, the only sad thing that's taking place in these situations with these killings, with these men, or these young boys getting shot up in these streets, is that a lot of people, enough people are not waking up and saying, what is the solution? They're going around and they're saying, well, we got to mourn him and this, that, and the third. What kind of children do you think their children is going to grow up to be? Look at Biggie's children. Look at all these rappers' children. There's only very few that's come out and has actually done something positive. But this is the exception to the rule. This is not the rule itself. Very few people are going to come out like a Master P. Very few of them are going to come out with a positive outcome in their lives and being able to change and have a positive influence. That's just the truth of the matter. Yeah, I know a lot of people are not going to like what I just now said. But, yeah, that's what we need. Good old-fashioned eugenics, good old-fashioned extermination of folks like this that bring no value to society, bring nothing but harm and destruction to society. But I guess you have a sick, defiled society when they praise it. When you have a situation where women will get up and dance. I mean, I saw this shit. Women dancing to a music of a man on that album calling them bitches and hoes. Yeah, this is what's going on today. Say it ain't so. Listen to these music. Bitches and hoes. Hoes and bitches. Shoot this nigga. I tell you, it is off the chain. Yeah, extermination time. But that's why we're going to have a collapse.